It's art house meets grindhouse. Mandy, the film from Panos Cosmos, is just a psychedelic trip that is sure to get a strong reaction from audiences. So should you see it? At its core, Mandy is a revenge flick. The film is set in 1983 in the remote mountain wilderness. Nicolas Cage is a lumberjack and his girlfriend Mandy is an artist. A religious sect kidnaps Mandy and then brings down Nicolas Cage's rage upon them. The first hour of the film is slow, as in painfully slow. The director uses various shades of red throughout the film, and then he almost doubles or triples the frames and then shifts them slightly. And so what it does is it gives you this very just psychedelic, ethereal type of feel that is just trippy to watch and just kind of strange. And then you combine it with the music that's going on, and at some points the music is just this, gosh, I don't even know how best to describe it other than just kind of this low instrumental type of thing that just, it has a patience to it, but yet kind of sets you on edge or unease within you. Linus Roache plays Jeremiah, the leader of the sect, and he has the most dialogue of anybody in the film. He plays the character in such an insane quietness and intensity that is nothing short of madness. Roache is probably most recognizable from his role as Thomas Wayne in Batman Begins, and in Mandy, his performance is outstanding. Now, Nicolas Cage has had a pretty spotty box office career. Now, we've had like some really good hits from him, like the National Treasure series or Face Off or even Leaving Las Vegas where he won his Oscar, to then just a whole string of crap, basically, that nobody wants to see. It goes direct to video or it doesn't even do that. And so he has had just some ups and downs. In Mandy, Cage is just deep and quiet and possibly troubled. And when he's pushed over the edge, he goes full into rage mode. And when he does this, it's a blast to watch. I mean, his performance is truly spectacular and raw, and it's very believable. One of my favorite scenes is Nicolas Cage is covered in blood, and he gives this smile that's just like, and it's truly an unhinged type of smile and a look, and that you just know that he's kind of broken. And now he's just going after you. And the contrast of the deep, dark red on his face with the white of his eyes and the white of his teeth, it's something to look at. And honestly, it was kind of hilarious because I was like, that's funny the way it looks, but it's also really creepy. The cinematography and filmmaking is remarkable. The way Cosmatos just frames his shots and sits on people and pushes in just super, super slow during a monologue or during just any type of scene or somebody just sitting there and looking off. And so it's kind of art housey because it is kind of slow in parts, but then it also just brings about this creep to it and this feel and this beauty of all of the shots. Then you combine that with, he adds a graininess to the film. And so what it does is it really brings you into 1983. It feels like you're watching a movie in 1983 because we didn't have high def back then, and so it wasn't crystal clear. You had the grain of the film, and he captures that really well. There is a lot of bizarre imagery in Mandy, and one that is not a spoiler and is quite funny is the Cheddar Goblin. It's a TV commercial that is just really disturbing and weird, and you kind of watch it go, what in the crap am I seeing? And if this were actually on TV, would you want to buy the product? Mandy will most likely be very polarizing in its reactions of viewing, because I don't think that you're just going to watch and go, yeah, hey, that was okay. No, I think you're either going to really enjoy it or really hate it, because it is so bizarre to watch, and it has such a slow pace at times. But then it has this rawness to it and this violence and just gore to it that is going to turn a lot of people off. There is a ton of sex, nudity, profanity, and violence. And despite the first hour being really, really slow, the performances stood out to me, and I was really struck by just the overall film. And so I really enjoyed it. I think it's sure to become a cult classic. I gotta say though, if you're under the influence of anything, you probably shouldn't watch it at that time because it might do some serious or permanent damage to your brain or your psyche. It is just a weird, weird watch. And to enhance it even further with some kind of chemical, I don't think that's a good idea. I give Mandy 4 out of 5 couches. I would love to know what your favorite cult classic film is. Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this review, please give it a like. Also, don't forget to share and subscribe. I'm Chris. This is Movies and Munchies. Thanks for couching with me.